Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at the SEMA Auto Show in Las Vegas, and of course we're going to stop by the Nissan booth because they have some very special products on display, not only to showcase their abilities and engineering, but also others. This is a Nissan 370Z. Now technically it started out as just a bare shell. It was never a production car, and Z1 Motorsports took the shell, acid dipped it. Now what that's going to do is it's going to lighten the chassis as much as possible before the build started. And this was a combination workout between Z1 Motorsports and Nissan and Nismo. And what's wonderful about it, it's really a true working time attack car. And this is going to go up against many competitors throughout the 2020 season. And what's wonderful is that this thing has been fine-tuned not only exterior-wise, but wait until we pop the hood, because there's going to be some really surprising things there to give us the utmost in horsepower performance. So let's go ahead and dive into this 2020 Nissan Nismo totally time attack challenge car. Right off the bat, you'll see the work that Z1 Motorsports did, the large dry weave carbon fiber front splitter. Now the whole point of a splitter is to give you downforce. We don't want air going underneath the car. We want to produce extra downforce. What I love about this design that they did with the build is you could see the Nissan there. You could see the 370Z with the headlights, this lower area, and then of course this piece right factory with the Nismo color. Remember, when we say Nismo, we're talking about Nissan Motorsports, and with this overall build, you're gonna get it. Love the open design. You can see the way they took the radiator in there, laid it down to give maximum airflow, all about aerodynamics. Really just a wonderful setup. Now, when we get up onto the hood, I'm really liking the design that they did. So you have these two heat extractors that's gonna help pull. So you got air coming in from the front of the car. We're gonna pull the hot air out and we're gonna flow it towards the back. As we come towards the side though, let's see some more elements that we got going on. Really nice wheel and tire setup, fully wrapped in these Yokohamas. I love the way that these are forged wheels. Really nice design. You can see the massive 6-piston Nismo Brembo calipers. Look at those rotors. Those things are bigger than UFOs. I think there was actually a UFO sighting, and it was not an actual UFO. They were the rotors, cross drill, fully ventilated, and two-piece. So what that means is it's less rotating mass, and you're gonna be able to dissipate the heat a lot more efficiently. Being a forged wheel, that's also gonna help with rotating mass. Those are Evoque wheels. I really like the design and the color combination. Just staring at this before we started filming, I think it's spot on. The way you could see the Nismo color, that red color, so historic, so many wins, so many championships, even competition within the 24 hours of Le Mans, one of the greatest endurance races of all time. Now, as we go down the side, of course, you're gonna have that Nissan Z side marker lamp. Of course, we're not gonna keep factory mirrors, but we're going full carbon fiber. Love the overall flow of the car from front to back. It really keeps the actual style of the Z without going too crazy. Everything, when you look at the carbon fiber side skirts, that's gonna be done by Z1 Motorsports. Really just love the actual flow of the exhaust coming out the back. And the wonderful thing is this thing is not just a garage show car. This thing starts up, they drove it in, and it's gonna be, like I said, hitting those racetracks with the Time Challenge Series. We're gonna show you inside, so don't worry about that. Coming out towards the rear, one of my favorite parts of any Nissan Z, whether it's a time attack car or the stock car you have in your garage, is the rear fenders coming out to this massive rear wing. Of course, downforce is key when it comes to stability, when it comes to handling, when it comes to control, but it's not just about the downforce produced by the wing, also the diffuser. Air underneath the car, if we could channel that, it sucks the car down. And when we're talking about diffusers, this thing is massive. You're gonna have your engine coolers, diff coolers, and you can see back here all of that special work going on to keep all of that at the proper temperature, because when you're turning lap after lap after lap, heat will rob you of everything. And that's what we're really focusing on, not only with design, but also with the engineering. But while we go ahead, I told you about underneath the hood. Let's pop the hood and see what's lurking with this 370Z. All right, guys, we got the hood popped here at SEMA, talking with some of the representatives from Z1 Motorsports. You could see the work. What you're looking at, believe it or not, is a Q50 hybrid V6. That's what it started out life as, but Z1 was able to take all that, added 2 Garrett turbochargers to this setup. You're looking at over 700 horsepower, and they're not done breathing on it yet. Intake plenum has been tuned out. Everything internally, we're talking about boring everything out, balancing everything out, getting the maximum out of all of that rotating mass inside that engine, and that's what makes this so unique. The way that the cam setup is in here, it really has a nice idle to it, and you can see all the fine work that Z1 Motorsports did in conjunction with Nismo, and that's what really helps make this build kind of come full circle, is that it wasn't just Z1 Motorsports by themselves, but they also had that sponsorship with Nissan and whatnot. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the interior and see what an interior of a Time Attack Challenge car looks like. All right, guys, one of the things that I love about the Time Attack Challenge series is that a lot of those cars, those are cars that are street cars. Now this one, like I said, the chassis was never meant for actual production. It wasn't on a production vehicle, but you'll see when we open up the door, it's gonna open up just like your 370Z, and you're gonna see a lot of differences though. Opening this up, full race instrumentation, we're gonna turn everything on, and it's gonna go through the sequence of how you're gonna have everything, and all that telemetry is gonna be given to the driver at any given moment. Now, of course, we're going to strip everything out for weight savings and whatnot. Nothing that you don't need, but everything that you do for that ultimate track lap. You could see that large shifter. No, we're not talking about a standard 6-speed transmission. We're talking about a bulletproof race transmission. Love the Nismo colors, even on the cage. That was something that they really wanted to hold true to with those colors of Nissan Motorsports. Even infrared cameras for tire temperature. That's the kind of telemetry that this thing is going to produce, so that the driver lap after lap after lap is going to make sure that everything is functioning exactly as it should. But definitely want to thank not only Nissan, but also Z1 Motorsports for allowing us access to this 370 build here at SEMA. If these are the types of cars that you like to see on Ready to Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Ready to Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Definitely get yourself some Ready to Rise merch. And then just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.